Watch what you say. Wario cod children, we are not children off stale. We can discharge any debt in the public domain. In the debt system we are working in, the most important paw we have is a blue ink pen. With a blue ink pen we can give credibility, credit, to any document that does not have a blue ink signature on it. Acceptance is a banker acceptance. You are accepting the document, the presentment, for payment. You are agreeing to pay it. When you pay the document, the negotiable instrument then belong to you. A blue ink pen is a very valuable tool in the world of commerce. Anybody who sends you a bill who does not also send vow a check with which to pay it has created a public liability for which he didn't provide the remedy. Everything in commerce is a mirror image, the exact opposite of real life when somebody sends you a presentment. In the UCC Uniform Commercial Code, in order to create a liability you have to make a presentment and present it to the liablee. In court, the judge will say to the defendant, do you have a copy of the indictment, meaning the information on which the indictment is based, meaning the charge against style. When you say, no, the judge will say, well, here it is. And if you accept it, if you take it, then you accept the liability of the indictment and you have just voluntarily convicted yourself. Or the judge might say to the defendant, do you understand the charge? If you reply that you understand the charge, you are saying that you stand under the charge, and that you are accepting the liability of the charge. And you have just voluntarily convicted yourself. Some redemptors used to get presentments from the IRS, and the IRS would not send the check with which to pay it. So they would write back to the IRS and say, thank you very much for what you sent me, but you didn't send the check. After a time, the IRS started sending the check, disguised as a payment voucher. IRS presentments usually have a coupon attached at the bottom. That's the check. What you should do: accept it for value and return it to the sender, the IRS, to settle the debt. You don't have to have a coupon attached to do this. When you accept and sign a document, you turn it into currency in the same way a FRN, Federal Reserve note, is currency. Any piece of paper that is backed by the faith and confidence of the people can be turned into credit, with which you can make exchanges of value with your credit. The purpose of currency is to enable the exchange, the flow of commercial energy. The presentment has come to the fiction, and you are accepting the presentment and satisfying the liability with your credit for the fiction. The signature on the promissory note creates the money stated on the promissory note that represents your commercial energy. It's the full faith and credit of the people of the United States that gives FRNs the value that they have. Anybody on the street can do this. It is your signature, your credit. Sign that creates the credit in your name. Endorse it on the back and send it to the IRS, because most of the commercial banks wouldn't know what to do with it. A tax to you is already charged, but a bill is void of charges and has to be charged with your commercial energy before it can be used in our system of commerce. The interest on any endeavor has to be returned to the creator, the principal of the principal account. Hence the popular phrase, return to sender. A bill cannot be returned to the principal because it has no charge to it. Commercial energy has to be in existence for a commercial charge to move it to ground. A copy of a presentment without a blue ink signature has no value. Charge it to the party that created the bill via the IRS. Once you charge the bill, the interest can be returned via the principal to the creator to extinguish, zero out the account.